All right, let's see some more data stuff which will be very useful because we are very, very active in the hills suburbs. Now you can see the trend line again. This is the same, similar trend line is showing up. But having said that, when we talk about accuracy of the data, which I know because I work very locally here, whatever is shown here is not very accurate. Where I would see things is that it will be like very sharp, you know, sharp down here because many of the data were not recorded. An interesting fact to see here is the withdrawal and pass in because see it's coming down. So the more it comes down, it's better for the market because more sales are happening. There's more confidence in the market. So auction clearance going up, withdrawals are coming down. Now you can see what happened in 2024. It's completely opposite. You have auction clearance rate going down um, towards the later part of the year. However, the withdrawal and the pass-ins have been going up, so market was down. Okay, so that's how you read it, and this is sort of our data, and that's why we cover specific areas. Now, hill suburbs, there are specific suburbs that are part of this data, and these are like the key suburbs, right? And now let's look at how the the total house listings have been doing, and this is a comparative study we have to do. Now look at this top one is Castle Hill, stayed around the 60 mark now, uh, before coming from 68. I think at some point of time it was 78. uh, but look at how it was in 2024. So you could see here that the trend is coming down from let's say beginning of um, the year. For Castle Hill, the number of properties are coming down almost, I would say, 20% maybe. Here, the story is opposite. Things have been going up, okay, but the sales have not been very high here, and that's why you could see that it piles up. The number of listings, um, low buyer sentiment around the end of the year, and same is the story for Baulkham Hills too. Surprisingly, you could see Kellyville, which was doing very well, I think, before 2024, has had a very uh, stable, I would say, stable period in 2024. And then when it's stable, which means you're probably having low seller confidence in selling, and you can see that the number of listings go down now, which you can see coming into 2025. It stayed in the 30 mark, around the 30 mark. However, it's always in the 40s, before, let's say, 2024 or before. So less properties overall in Kellyville. And that's what is now the market trigger, that you have more buyers. I wouldn't say more buyers, but yeah, you have reasonable amount of buyers, but you have lower number of listings, causing the market to push. So people want to buy, they don't have many options. Let's talk about one of the suburbs where the data is very interesting. Here it is. So you can see Beaumont Hills has been having very high number of listings. When we compare to 2024 and even before that, it's always stayed around the 15, 17 mark. Sometimes it's 20. Um, but it has now fallen down to 245. So you can see that there was a very good period in the market in Beaumont Hills to buy some great properties. But now the situation has completely changed. You have very low number of houses being sold or being listed, and therefore you could see there is a pressure to for the prices to go up.